style. What do you think about the playing styles in general?
Yeah, playing style is all important, and Fedoseev has shown how difficult he is to face, even for the best players in the world. I faced him myself, very tricky, always the unexpected moves. In the meantime, though, the games have begun, the gong has been sounded in Wijk, and we start here with Max Warmerdam against Gukesh, and okay, it looks like a early surprise. Jovanka d6 on move 1. Very flexible from Gukesh, but not fighting for the center.
Not fighting for the center, but it does indicate that Gukesh wants to take risks. He doesn't want to take things into a mainstream e4, e5 where there's a lot of theory. I often see d6 being employed when people just want to surprise. They want that fighting game, because if White wants to take the advantage in these type of positions, you do have to extend yourself pretty quite far up the board, especially in the middle game. So I'm very excited at this. I must confess that when I saw the camera, I got even more excited because I thought it was a Caracal, but it's not a Caracal. So I had to rein it in just a little bit. So I gotta ask David and Artis, are you approving of Gukesh's opening choice?
I'll let you take it in a second, Artis. I'm really surprised Max didn't take up the challenge, didn't push his pawn to d4, occupy the center, go into maybe a mainline pits, or at least ask Gukesh what his intentions are. Instead, Max is saying, okay, I'm not going to be provoked, g3. What are your thoughts there?
There's two very surprising moments, to be honest, David, because the first thing I'm trying to recall, when was the last time the pitch defense was played at the Super Tournament? Maybe it was, right? I mean, definitely in the last years we had the resurgence of the French defense, and some of the best players in the world have tried to play it, which is the first move e6, of course. But d6 very often comes with the idea of playing knight f6, so g6, bishop g7. So essentially, black says, okay, I can play King's Indian defense against anything you're throwing against me, including the first move e4. But the second surprising thing here is the move g3 and the speed, how the Dashman played it. So basically, he made a move only with something like 1 minute of thought. What do you make of this?
I like the surprises that both players are unleashing on the other, because I'm sure Gukesh spent all morning, preparing for a mainline pit. He's got to face what's going to happen after g3. Maybe this is actually an invitation by Max to say, hey, why don't you take it into a Sicilian type position? And Gukesh might well do that by just advancing the c2 squares forward. It's interesting. This is one of my favorite parts of the game. You get to see the mindsets of the players. You also get to understand their preparation and their opening surprises. And David, are you excited as well?
Yeah, I can't wait to see how this unfolds. As the featured chat says there from Yavir Mayatri, 2 surprising moments in a game there's only 3 moves underway. Yeah, rare to see that this early in the game. moves ago, Max. It's about the trend of the game, the mindset, and yeah, unfortunately, it looks like he's been caught, caught unawares, and is about to pay a very high price. Wow, what a spot by Gukesh though. Knight e4, Zwischenzug, intermediate move, and queen to b8, beautiful, sophisticated, silent killer touch, and it looks like he will be executing those blows. Max, down to under 1 minute. Maybe we just stay here for the next move, and then we should check in on some of the other games which are really heating up as well. Oh, it's king to g1 from Max Warmerdam. Does that change anything?
Well, it does allow knight takes g3, because if you capture the knight, the queen swoops in and the bishop on e3 is loose. So you get the dream scenario of posting up a knight on f5 from g3, and I see some people are merciless. And they saw Artis saying no.
I insist.
I want dinner
insist
early.
on bishop h6. I really want to carry it out, but probably doesn't work. Yep, it just says it doesn't work. That's all I needed. There's no way check on g2 and the king's on g1.
It doesn't lose though. It doesn't lose apparently.
I'm gonna find a way, David. Just wait. Alright, probably this is not related. Oh, yeah, queen g4, yeah, okay. I found it. Thank you.
And,
No, I mean,
yeah,
looks
like,
right.
yeah, knight takes g3. So clip one. Knight to c5, I guess, is the only remaining question for Gukesh with a threat, counter-attack. Knight e7, knight takes e6. So Gukesh just needs one solution here in order to execute the move.
You can play queen d6.
So
Although
cold-blooded,
there's knight
Ivanka.
e7. Oh,
I like it. Looks great. But I mean, then Warmerdam has some ideas. You like queen g4, knight f5, and so he has chosen the long suffering.
Yeah, the long suffering incoming, and knight to c5 played by Warmerdam, who's around the 1 minute mark. Maybe we can jump in on some other games because they are also spicing up as we approach move 40. It looks like the Praggnanandhaa against Fedoseev game is just wild. Prag also down at 1 minute, and Abdusattorov also turning things in his favour against Alexei Sarana. So these are huge for the standings. Maybe we jump straight there. Let's start with Prag against